In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 22, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Milwaukee Brewers versus Minnesota Twins. On Sunday, the Milwaukee Brewers will play the Minnesota Twins at Target Field. When you break down how the starting pitchers have performed in June, you see a massive gap. For Milwaukee, Quinn Priester has been dominant, posting a perfect 3-0 record with a sparkling 1.59 earned run average over 3 starts. On the other side, David Festa has gone 1-1 for the Twins with a sky-high 8.1 earned run average in his 3 June starts. There's also a slight difference when it comes to hitting in key situations. Milwaukee ranks 14th in the league with a .729 team OPS with runners in scoring position, while Minnesota is tied for 17th with a .723 OPS in those same spots. The Twins just can't seem to get out of their own way as the losses continue to pile up, and putting Festa on the mound doesn't inspire much confidence. His season earned run average is nearly 5, and he's been getting hammered lately, giving up 11 hits and 12 earned runs in his last 13.1 innings. Priester is a much more trustworthy option with his 3.46 season earned run average and 1.24 WHIP. He's been solid on the road too, with a 3.25 earned run average and holding opposing hitters to a .250 average. The Twins have been downright awful for the past couple of weeks, and I'm not excited to get behind them in this spot. As our first pick for this matchup, the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been putting runs on the board at a solid clip this month. The Brew Crew are averaging 4.41 runs in their 17 games in June, while the Twins have been even better, averaging 4.89 runs over their 18 games. This game could turn into a battle of the bullpens, and neither team has been particularly impressive in that department. Minnesota's relievers rank 19th in the league with a 4.15 earned run average, while Milwaukee's are even worse, sitting at 22nd with a 4.35 bullpen earned run average. The over has also been a good bet when these two teams meet, hitting in 6 of their last 10 matchups. Despite their recent struggles, the Twins' offense has actually been pretty solid over the last 2 weeks, ranking in the top 10 in advanced stats like WRC+, SLG, and WOBA, while Priester has been effective for most of the season. He's going to face a real challenge against a desperate Minnesota team that is due for a breakout. The Brewers bullpen, with its 4.35 earned run average and 34 home runs allowed, isn't reliable enough to keep the scoring low either. Given Festa's inability to pitch deep into games and the ongoing struggles of the Twins bullpen, I expect the scoreboard to be busy in Sunday's interleague finale. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cincinnati Reds versus St. Louis Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals and Cincinnati Reds are set to clash in a pivotal series finale this Sunday at Busch Stadium. The Reds have found a reliable formula for winning when Andrew Abbott takes the mound. Cincinnati is 5-1 in the last 6 games he has started, and they've been particularly successful on the road, going 4-1 and Abbott starts away from home. On the other side of the diamond, the Cardinals are sending out Miles Mikolas, who has not been sharp lately. In his last 4 starts, he's carrying a bloated 6.43 earned run average, and he has a history of struggling against this Reds lineup throughout his career. While St. Louis comes into this game hot, looking to extend a 5-game winning streak during which they've scored at least 6 runs 4 times, the pitching matchup tells a different story. The Cardinals have been tough at home with a 24-14 record, while the Reds are just 19-21 on the road. Cincinnati's pitching has been leaky, giving up at least 5 runs in 4 of their last 5 games. But today they have Abbott on the hill, who has allowed 1 earned run or fewer in 4 of his last 5 starts. St. Louis is countering with Mikolas, who has been tagged for at least 3 earned runs in 3 of his last 4 outings. The Reds let a win slip away on Saturday, but I like them to bounce back strong and avoid the sweep in this series finale. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. This total is set too high for me to ignore, and I'm taking the under. Andrew Abbott has been fantastic on the road, and the Reds have not given up more than 3 runs in the first 9 innings of any road game he has started this season. Adding to that, the current group of Cardinals hitters has a collective batting average of just .218 against Abbott, showing they just don't see him well. As for Miles McCullers, while he has certainly struggled over his last 4 starts, he is a pitcher who battles every time he takes the mound. It's also worth remembering that the last time he faced the Reds on April 30th, he was dominant, tossing 6 shutout innings. Even with his recent issues, I just don't see this game turning into a slugfest that gets over 9 runs. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Seattle Mariners versus Chicago Cubs. In the final game of a 3-game interleague series, the Seattle Mariners are taking on the Chicago Cubs inside Wrigley Field on Sunday afternoon. While the Cubs should get the benefit of the doubt at home as they continue to look like one of the best teams in the league, the Mariners have the clear edge on the mound in this game. They are sending Logan Gilbert, who has been lights out this season with a 2.55 earned run average and an impressive 0.79 WHIP. Gilbert has been particularly sharp lately, allowing just 3 hits and 2 runs over his last 8 innings. In 35.1 innings pitched, he is holding opposing hitters to a paltry .164 batting average and has racked up 54 strikeouts. We are seeing more and more why Gilbert was such a highly touted prospect and why he has the potential to be a legitimate ace. Getting an ace at a cheap price is always a good value. As our first pick for this matchup, the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Seattle has seen the over hit in 39 of their first 74 games this year. They rank 13th in the majors in scoring, averaging 4.41 runs per game, a number that climbs to 4.77 when they are on the road. Their average game total sits at 8.72 runs, but that number rockets up to 9.31 when they are the visiting team. Chicago, on the other hand, boasts the second best offense in the majors, averaging 5.35 runs per game. They allow an average of 4 runs, giving them an average total of 9.35 runs per game. That number dips slightly to 5.03 runs per game at Wrigley Field, giving them an average total of 9.03 at home. The Cubs have seen the over post a 36-31-8 record on the season. Both bullpens have been solid this year. Seattle's relievers rank 13th with a 3.67 earned run average, while Chicago's are 7th with a 3.35 earned run average. When looking at batting average on balls in play, neither team has been overly lucky, with the Mariners ranking 14th and the Cubs 20th. The under has also hit in 7 of the last 10 games between these two teams. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Colorado Rockies. The final game of a 3-game series at Coors Field is set for Sunday afternoon, featuring a divisional matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. Arizona enters the contest hovering just above the .500 mark, trying to gain ground in the National League West, while the Rockies are looking for any positive signs in what has been a difficult season. Colorado's struggles at their home ballpark have been a major storyline this year, as they've lost an overwhelming majority of their games at Coors Field. This trend doesn't bode well against an Arizona team whose pitchers have found a rhythm against the Rockies, posting impressive numbers over their last 7 encounters. Compounding Colorado's problems is a pitching staff that has been among the worst in baseball all year, owning an earned run average that sits near the bottom of the league. Arizona has already capitalized on this weakness, dominating the first game of this series and winning 4 of their last 5 meetings overall. Given the Rockies' recent woes at home and Arizona's momentum on the road, all signs point to a clear advantage for the visitors. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona Diamondbacks money line is our full game side pick. Expect the scoreboard to be busy in this one, as both starting pitchers have been prone to giving up runs in bunches. The Rockies will send Antonio Senzatela to the mound, who has been hit hard at home this season, while the Diamondbacks' Brandon Pfaadt has also struggled significantly in his road starts. This is a recipe for a high-scoring affair, especially when you consider the Diamondbacks' potent offense, which ranks among the league's best in both batting average and total runs scored. The Rockies, for their part, also tend to hit better in the thin mountain air of their home park. With vulnerable pitching on both sides and hitters who know how to take advantage, this game is set up for a lot of offense. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cleveland Guardians versus Athletics. In their ongoing series at Sutter Health Park, the Athletics are set to face the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland appears to have the advantage in this Sunday game, largely due to the pitching matchup. With Slade Ciccone taking the ball, the Guardians have a reliable arm who has performed well on the road this season. Posting a 3.43 earned run average, he's shown excellent command and poise in his recent starts, and his ability to limit walks and keep the ball from leaving the park is a good counter to an Oakland lineup that often depends on home runs to score. While the Guardians' offense can be inconsistent, they are facing J.P. Sears, who has struggled immensely at home with an earned run average of 6.91. This gives Cleveland a prime opportunity to manufacture some runs and establish an early lead. The Guardians also have a more stable pitching staff overall, with a team earned run average of 3.92, which is significantly better than Oakland's 5.47 mark, ranking them near the bottom of the league. Cleveland's bullpen is also the more dependable unit, better suited to protect a lead in a close game. If Ciccone can deliver 5 or 6 solid innings and the offense capitalizes on Sears' struggles, the Guardians are in a great spot to win the series finale. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cleveland Guardians money line is our full game side pick. Despite Oakland's shaky pitching, the total for this game seems a bit high. The Guardians' offense has been sputtering lately, so they can't be counted on for a huge outburst. Furthermore, the Athletics have been far from reliable at the plate this season. Their lineup is in the bottom third of the league in strikeout rate and has consistently failed to cash in with runners on base. With the total set at 10, the bet is that 2 offenses that have been underperforming will suddenly come to life and score more than they typically do. That feels like a stretch given their recent form. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.